welcome to Brick Builders. In today's video, SNOT balls. What are they? How do we build them? SNOT is a common technique used to describe any Lego bricks that are placed not on the top, but on the sides. It stands for studs not on top. I'm going to show you here one basic technique to show how we use a 1x4 SNOT brick, you can see here, with studs on the side to place there. And you can see how it's lying on its side. Now we're going to place the secondary piece right in there. And that is SNOT. You can see here how it has the bricks at a right angle and otherwise sitting not on the top. This brick is now, or these plates are now on their side. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to learn all about SNOT and how to use this technique to make a Lego sphere all out of Lego plates. So let's get started. In today's build, you're going to need a number of Lego plates and a type of SNOT brick. Today we're going to use 12 1x2 plates, 12 1x4 plates, 6 2x2 plates, 30 2x6 plates, 6 2x8s, 6 4x4 plates, and then up to 12 1x4 SNOT bricks, which are also known as 1x4 bricks with studs on side. So this is what we're making today. We've got our Lego SNOT ball, Lego sphere here done as a Lego globe. You can see here how this one has the different countries on it, and I've done it on a plate so it can spin around. You can make the SNOT balls into any different combination that you like. You can make them into a Pokemon ball, different planets, Star Wars Death Star, different sports balls as well. As long as we stick to the basic shape, you'll be looking good. First thing we do is we place one 2x8 down. We're then looking to place a 2x6 on either side of that to make this first layer of the shape right there. On top of that, we're going to place two more 2x6s, just holding this all together now. Now, if you are using 2x3s, that's perfectly fine instead of 2x6s, as long as it's all being held together. We're going to add one more 2x6 on top to make a pyramid shape. Next to that, we need to add some 1x4s on either side to basically add steps going up our pyramid. So we're going to add 4 in total, 2 on either side, and I'm going to add these right now. And there we go. All that remains to the very sides is to add 2 1x2s on either side, and we're getting very close now. Now we just need to crown the top of our side. So we're going to add our 1x4 plate right in the middle, and then lastly a 2x2 plate on top of that. Now you can see here we have exactly copied the example blue one here with our tan one. Now we need to make 5 more, so the best way that I find to make these sides is to do them all in one big production line. Let's start by laying out our 2x8s. Let's do them all side by side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dig around for the last piece. There we go. Now let's start by laying out our 2x6s. The other way to do this is we can create these in a pyramid straight away, which is what I'm going to do right here. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to use 5 of these per side. And as you can see here, I've created our pyramid top or our steps, which I'm then going to place on top of each one. So let's race through that again. So we create a pyramid of 5. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put 5 more on our pyramid. We'll place over top of the 2x8, and we'll go again. So using 5 2x6s, or if you're using 2x3s, you can do that too. As long as when you put them all together, the one whole side remains together and intact, you'll be looking okay. I have chosen tan today because of the availability I had in my collection to do this video, but you can choose any color at all, or several colors. Some of the most intriguing balls are the ones that have different colors to allow you to see the different shapes. So now we've done, one more to do. Almost one little mini pyramid to that first one I created right here. And there we go. We have now got our 5 pyramid shapes. So let's grab some 1x4s and we'll start adding them in So basically we're going to think of this as walking over the pyramid. We're going to place our 4 up one side and down the other. So let's go again, up one side, 1 and 2, and down the other, 1 and 2. So go again, 1, 2, and down the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, down the other side, 3 and 4. Last one to do. Let's give me 4 more of these 1x4s. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we need to get our 1x2 plates. We're going to do on either side of the steps that we've just done. So 2 for each one. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And lastly, 1 and 2. So now we've done the sides to our 5 additional sides. We just need to add the crowns to the top. So we are using these 1x4 plates again. You can use 2x4 plates if you'd like, if you've got those better in your collection. So we're going to place 5 of these on top now. Last one. And does anyone remember the last piece that we need to use to crown the top off? That's right, it is our 2x2 plate. So I'm going to find 5 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, we now have 6 sides to our Lego sphere, all identical. Now we're going to start piecing these together to make our 3D Lego sphere, or SNOT Ball, studs not on top. So we're going to start by picking up our first one. You'll see here that I'm going to refer to what we have here as a flat edge and a lip edge, and you'll see as they go together that they will alternate. So let's grab our first 1x4 SNOT brick and place it on the side there. You can see how it's like that. I'm going to place a second one underneath here. You'll see how they are alternating. We're going to place a total of 4 SNOT bricks on this first side of this Lego sphere. There we go. You can see here how we've got 2 this way on the side and 2 normally as they'll be connected with the studs on top. And that just allows us to make sure we can get 4 into the shape nice and snug. So taking our second side to the Lego sphere, as you can see here, we're going to take the flat edge and place that onto the lip edge of the one we just placed the SNOT bricks on. We're then going to take 2 more SNOT bricks and we're going to sort of wedge them underneath, one here and another one on this new side here, and then lastly another one on its side right here. So as you can see from in here, we've got a total of 7 SNOT bricks now holding these 2 sides together. Let's grab our third SNOT ball side and we're going to add that on. So lip edge to flat edge. Now as you can see, it starts to overlap very nicely, and we've now got, as you can see here in this camera, the start of our SNOT ball. And on this side you can still see all the inner workings. So let's grab a couple more SNOT bricks, 1x4 SNOT bricks. If you don't have 1x4, you could use another brick with studs on the side. 1x4s are the best for the structural integrity of this. But at the end of the day, see where you get to. Let's squeeze this in. It's going to get a bit tight in here to pop these in, but we've kind of got to pop it in and then push all the bricks back together so they stay nice and strong. There we go. We're going to add another Lego sphere side on now. So flat edge to lip edge again. So let's add these in 1 and 2 and push them in. I'm going to add in another Lego SNOT brick, just the same there. And lastly, we'll add another Lego SNOT brick, wedging into the side there. So there we go. Now all we need to do now, as you can see here, is add our last two sides of our Lego SNOT Ball. So we'll put one on, clip it on very carefully, making sure we don't pop it all out. And there we go. We've got but just one more 1x4 SNOT brick to add in here. And as you can see in here, we've now got 4 SNOT bricks there to hold the last piece in, and we're going to add the last side to our SNOT Ball on with our flat edge to our lip edge and vice versa. Squeeze it in there and we'll pop it down. This is where we can start to squeeze it. You might notice some bricks on the inside might pop out, which is okay. You'll have a rattling SNOT Ball. You can reopen it to reattach the SNOT pieces on the inside if you like, but that is nice and strong. And there you have it, 2 Lego SNOT Balls. You can see here our tan example is exactly the same in shape and size to our earth ball here. These can be done in different sizes. Like a comment on our Facebook page if you'd like us to try a different SNOT Ball size. Also, if you want to take this technique and try different things, this can be used to make different shapes, animals as well. So I'd love to see what you do with your SNOT Ball, but don't forget to like us on Facebook. Until next time, thank you.